You got into a car accident, but the police never showed up, and now you're not sure what to do. You've called your insurance, the other driver's story keeps changing, and you're worried you won't be able to prove what happened. Without a police report, you could lose your right to recover damages for your car, your injuries, or even miss work. Hi, I'm Bobby Zirkin, a personal injury attorney here in the great state of Maryland, and I have helped dozens of clients navigate this exact situation. This video walks you through what to document, who to contact, and how to protect your claim even when there's no official police report, so that you don't lose compensation just because no one filed paperwork at the scene. Step 1, stay calm and document everything. Let's get right to it. You've just been in a car accident somewhere in the state of Maryland. There's no police report. Maybe an officer never arrived at the scene, or maybe you both decided to just exchange insurance information. And now you're wondering, what should I do next? This is a situation I've seen way too often, and you are definitely not alone. The very first thing you should do after making sure everyone's okay is to document everything. It sounds simple, but in these cases, your own evidence is all you've got. You can't rely on a police report to back up your side of the story, and police reports aren't admissible in court anyway. Let me walk you through exactly what I mean by documenting. Take clear photos of the accident scene from several angles. Get every vehicle involved and visible damage, and even the surrounding area. Is there a stop sign blocked by a tree? Is there debris on the road? All of this matters. Photograph your own car and the other car, including license plates. Snap a picture of the other driver's license, insurance card, and registration. If you don't feel comfortable doing this, at least write down all of the information carefully. Capture any injuries, no matter how minor they seem now, bruises, cuts, swelling. Record a short video of yourself or your passenger talking through what happened while it's still fresh in your mind and if you're okay to do so. Details fade quickly. Let me give you a real example. I represented someone in Anne Arundel County who got into a fender bender outside the Annapolis Mall. They agreed with the other driver to not call the police, thinking it was just a minor scrape. But a week later, the other driver's insurance claimed my client was at fault and denied the claim. Luckily, my client had taken photos showing the position of the cars and damage, and that made all the difference. Here's the truth. In Maryland, if there's no police report, insurance companies often look at whatever evidence you provide. So the more detail, the better. Even small things like skid marks or the way the cars were facing can be your best proof. Step 2, exchange and double check all information. After documenting, you need to exchange information with the other driver. It's the law. But don't just get the basics. Be thorough. Here's your checklist. Get the full name and contact information of the other driver. Get their driver's license number. Get their license plate number and car make and model. And get insurance company name and policy number. Take a picture of the insurance card. Now here's the part people overlook. Double check this information. In Maryland, unfortunately, it is not rare for someone to give you the wrong phone number or misspell their name or other details that they leave out. If you can, compare their insurance card with their driver's license and the name on their registration. If there were any witnesses, anyone who saw what happened, even if they just stopped to help, politely ask for their names and phone numbers as well. Witness statements are absolute gold when there's no official police report. Let's say you were hit on the Baltimore Beltway and there's lots of traffic. Maybe there's a construction worker nearby who saw the accident. Ask for their contact information. Later, their story could support yours when insurance starts asking questions. Step 3, notify your insurance company right away. Once you're safe and have all the information, it's time to notify your own insurance company and do it as soon as you can. In Maryland, most insurance policies require that you report the accident promptly. That usually means within 24 hours or so, but check your specific policy to make sure. Even if you think it's just a scratch on the car, even if you agreed with the other driver to handle it privately, you should always tell your insurance. Why? Because you have no police report if the other driver decides to file a claim against you. Later, your company needs to know what happened from your point of view. When you call, stick to the facts and the facts only. Date, time, and location of the crash, who was involved, the damage that occurred, any injuries, even minor ones, and that there was no police report and why then there was no police report. Don't guess or make assumptions about what the other driver was doing or thinking. Don't admit fault, even if you think you might be to blame. Maryland is a contributory negligence state, which means that even if you're a little bit at fault, you might not recover anything at all. Leave the analysis to your attorney and to your insurance adjuster. Once, I had a client in Montgomery County who skipped this step because the other driver said, let's just handle it between us. A month later, that client got sued for injuries they didn't believe happened. Had they reported it to their insurance company up front, things could have gone smoother. Step 4. Seek medical attention, even for minor injuries. Here is something a lot of people get wrong. They think, I feel fine, so I don't need a doctor. But a day or two later, your neck aches, your back is stiff, or you start getting headaches. Without a police report, the insurance company may say your injuries have nothing to do with the accident unless you have medical proof. And the sooner, the better. Even with a police report, they're tempted to say that. In Maryland, your medical records are the best evidence you have. Go to an urgent care clinic or your doctor or an emergency room, even if you're just feeling a little shaken up. Tell them you were in a car accident. This creates a record that links your injuries to the crash. And remember, Maryland's personal injury protection or PIP coverage can help pay those medical bills no matter who was at fault. But you usually need to file a claim quickly, within 1 year of the accident, according to Maryland law. If you wait, you may be locked out of the PIP benefits. That could really help you while your claim is being sorted out. Step 5. Start a personal file and track all expenses. Now, without a police report, organization is absolutely key. Start a folder, physical or digital, to keep every piece of paper or email related to the accident. Here's what to absolutely include: all photos and videos from the accident scene, copies of your medical records and bills, any repair estimates or invoices for your vehicle, copies of letters, texts, or emails between you and the other driver or their insurance, a daily diary of your symptoms, pain, or time that you missed from work. Let's say you missed a week at your job in Frederick because you couldn't drive. Write down those dates and how it affected your life. If you had to rent a car, keep the receipts. Insurance companies in Maryland can be slow to pay, but well-kept records make it much easier to prove your losses. This is a game changer for a client of mine whose accident happened out in Hagerstown. Because she saved every doctor's note, bill, and even text conversations with the other driver, we were able to settle her claim faster and for what she deserved, even though there was no police report. Step 6. Watch out for insurance company traps. This is a big one. After an accident with no police report, insurance adjusters may try to get you on the record saying something that hurts your claim. They might call and sound friendly, but remember, their job is to pay you as little as possible. If the other driver's insurance calls you, you do not have to give them a recorded statement right away. You do not have to talk to them. You can say, I'm still gathering information and don't feel comfortable speaking without consulting a lawyer. Do not let anyone rush you, and do not say anything to the other insurance company. Here's a common trick. They'll ask if you were at fault or if there's any way you could have avoided the crash. The wrong answer could wipe out your claim in Maryland since our laws are so strict about fault. That's why it's so important to be careful, especially without a police report as backup, but never talk to the other insurance company. If you feel overwhelmed, call an attorney who handles these cases. We can help you deal with adjusters, and our fees usually come from the settlement, not out of your pocket up front. Step 7. Know when and how to file an accident report yourself. In Maryland, if a police officer doesn't show up at the scene and there's serious injury, death, or your vehicle can't be driven away, you are supposed to report it to the Maryland Motor Vehicle Administration within 15 days. But even if none of those things happened, it's still a smart idea to file a crash report yourself. This creates an official record. You can download the Maryland Motor Vehicle Accident Report form from the MVA website. Fill it out completely and keep a copy for your files. If later on you are in a dispute, this form proves you took steps to document the accident, even without a police report and without police involvement. I had a case where both drivers skipped the police report and filed a report themselves. When their stories didn't match, there was almost no way to prove what happened. If just one of them had filed the MBA report, the whole process would have gone a lot smoother. So a quick recap on what to do next. If you're in Maryland, and if you're in a Maryland car accident, and there's no police report, you need to do the following. Number 1, document everything with photos, videos, and notes. Number 2, exchange and double check all information, including witnesses. Number 3, notify your insurance company right away. 4, get medical attention, even for small injuries. 5, organize all evidence and expenses in a personal file. 6, be careful dealing with insurance. Don't give statements without advice and without an attorney. And 7, file a report with the MVA if you need to. Doing these simple steps gives you the best shot at protecting your rights, getting your car fixed, and paying those medical bills, even without a police report to back your story up. If you're dealing with a total car and still have a loan, don't miss our next video, how to handle a total car when you still have a loan. It covers the crucial steps you need to take so you don't get stuck paying for a car you can't drive, and helps you avoid big mistakes that could cost you thousands. See you right there.